Hello everyone, welcome to another LEGO news video. This one's going to be a little bit longer. It's not going to be 20 minutes or anything, I'm going to be analyzing the LEGO Optimus Prime. And it's part of the Icons series. It's $170, it's the retail price, we'll talk about that later. And it's a kind of a newer set, and it's kind of a big deal, especially to both LEGO fans and Transformers fans, obviously, because this is the first time that a LEGO Transformers, like anything, product has been released. So it's kind of a big deal. It's great. It's amazing that they went back to the original design of Optimus Prime. So, the Generation 1, the original 80s style design of Optimus. And that's great. This is available at the LEGO store, and it's awesome. And yes, it does transform. We'll get to that in a little bit. But here's the set in its entirety. You can see it here. You've got several accessories. You have the Ion Blaster. You've got the jetpack, which is on his back. You have the Energon Axe, an extra piece to when he transforms into the semi-truck. And then you have the Energon Cube, and also the Matrix of Leadership is inside of him. So there's a lot of accessories, which is nice. I do feel, however, that this set is not very overpriced, but it kind of is. I feel like $110, $120 would be perfect. Not at $170. I feel like that's definitely steep. We'll get into that. We'll take a look at the box next. It does have 1,508 pieces, and it is part of the 18 plus line of collector sets. And it does convert. As you can see on the top, it says model converts. Yes, it does actually transform. You don't need to take it apart, which is great. And this is the first partnership between LEGO and Hasbro, which is really something special. I believe we might get more Transformers, more LEGO Transformers. It's very possible. It's quite possible, in fact, because they put this in the Icon series. I mean, they could do a Bumblebee. Bumblebee wasn't as big of a character in the 80s series of the line, but he could definitely be made. Especially, I think Megatron is probably the next best character to be made. We could get an RC, and we could get a Hot Rod, a Jazz, a Galvatron. It just depends. I don't know if they're gonna do more of these, but I hope that they do. That would be pretty cool to see. Here's the back of the box. It does show you can transform from Optimus to the semi-truck mode. Now, I think one of the few cons this set has is because it transforms without like breaking it apart. There is no knee joints. There is no like moving knees, which is a little bit disappointing. But I guess I get it because it makes sense, right? Because you want him to be able to transform, but he can't actually, he's not an action figure. This is definitely not meant to be played with an action figure. The knees will snap, and it's not meant to be like a superposable figure. But it does have a good amount of movement. I do want to talk about the the accessories. So here's the jetpack. It's got the Autobot logo. There's actually very few stickers with this set. I believe there's only 3. There's one for the plaque, and there's one for the front of the truck, and then there's one for his belt buckle. And I think that's it, honestly. There's only 3 or 4 stickers, which is great. And the rest of the pieces are printed, like his eyes, the grill on top of his head, and then the Autobot logo. All that's printed, which is awesome. So that's great. He does have a jetpack, and he does have a lot of accessories right here, which you can't really see. So there you go. So there's the plaque. There's all the stuff I mentioned earlier. And it's really great that you get all this stuff. And here he is. So he's pretty big when he's built. So he's not like some tiny thing. There he is in his truck mode. So yeah. Why don't we talk about the truck mode? That one's cool. I don't think I have a picture of him just in the truck mode. We can zoom in on this here. And this is awesome. It looks so faithful to the original design of the semi, which is what they're going for, which is great. I love the classic Autobot logo. It just looks so cartoony. I love it. Um, which is obviously intentional. I think even you could probably put a minifigure in there. You can actually open these doors. These become his chest, and you can open them and put the Matrix inside, or even a minifig if you wanted, which is great. I just love how this whole look, it looks so great. You got the almost chrome detailing, the smokestacks, you've got the front of the grill, the windows, the headlights. It just looks so classic 80s. It looks so great. Um, this is awesome. Um, yeah, that's all I have to say about the truck mode. It's fantastic. Uh, there he is. He's in his some action poses, and here's the main model. Hopefully you can see that there. This is fantastic. I love this. I love the detailing. Like, it's so great how you can transform it without, breaking it, which I think is really important because, if you have a transformer, you want to, like, transform it. So it's great that you can do that. Um, yeah, I will say it looks really awesome. I think my favorite parts are definitely the Autobot logos. I mean, those are just they're so great. Um, yeah, he looks so like iconic, very 80s. Um, and yeah, it's great. He can actually hold the weapons. Um, and yeah, it's great. It looks very very iconic, as they say, the Icons series. Um, it's just awesome. It's kind of unbelievable that we have a Lego Optimus Prime. That's kind of unheard of. So yeah, it's great that they were able to make a deal, and I'm looking forward to more. Hopefully, we might get more of these. If we don't, I mean that's fine, but still, I think it would be really cool to get at least a few more of these classic designs, and maybe a few of the movie designs, or they can do whatever they want, really. Um, I just think it's great. You can actually put the axe in his hand. He can hold the blaster. Um, the only bummer about this model again is the lack of knee movement. Like you can't like down here, you can't move the knees or just like you can swivel them because it's meant to transform. So it would probably be more of a hindrance to transform him with the knee joints rather than not. So I'm happy that they didn't do that. As a Transformers fan, this is really cool to me. Will I be getting this? Probably not, although I am definitely considering it down the line. Because I don't necessarily have the money for this. But if I ever see it, I don't know. I might pick it up. It just depends. Because I would love to have a Lego Optimus Prime. Um, sorry, there's a kid racing down the street. Um, I love the look of this. I love the accessories. I think it's really well done. I have no real complaints about this actual model. Like I guess yeah, it would be nice to have knees, but it's not a deal breaker. Um, just the fact that this can transform without breaking it apart is awesome. I do have a complaint with the price. The 170. It's definitely too much. I feel like, although this is more for the collector, so they probably have that kind of money. But um, I think it should be a little bit cheaper, but it's still great. Um, yeah, it's a great number of pieces. They got everything right. The design, it looks very, it looks essentially the same as the original Optimus, which is awesome. It's what you would want, right? I think the designers did an excellent job. Um, I'm just excited to see if they do more. I'm interested to see what they can do with this partnership. Um, that's really it. I know a bunch of you guys are probably going to buy this. A lot of Transformers fans are definitely going to get this. Even though if they're not Lego fans, they're probably going to get it anyway because it's Optimus Prime. I would love to see a Megatron or a RC or just something classic again. Um, I think a whole line of these would be great. And yeah, If they can make smaller sets, that'd be cool too. Maybe I can pick up a few of those. Depends on how they go. Um, but that's really it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, are you gonna get the LEGO Optimus Prime? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Take care and roll out.